So we're gonna continue our little chat. We've been Gray has been co-hosting with me today. It is Monday, February 19th, and he just co-hosted GM Farcaster with me. And we're gonna continue with just a little mini interview with Gray to get to know him a little bit better. Gray, talk about like your experience with Farcaster. When did you get here, and sort of what has been your journey here? And then let's talk about what you're working on right now.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So, and thank you for, I really enjoyed co-hosting that with you, and thank you for the interview opportunity
Yeah.
here. Yeah. So my Farcaster journey, I think, has been pretty interesting. I ended up joining late last year, maybe around like September or October.
Okay.
So definitely not one of the OGs. I think my FID is around like 14 or 15K, maybe give or take. Um, but
We still like
in
you. It's okay.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm in sort of like a weird interstitial state there, which I think is actually beneficial in some ways because I'm not necessarily one of like the first 5,000, but I'm also not necessarily part of like the huge influx. So I think the advantage there is that I can sort of see things from both sides. I can relate with the struggles of new users that are getting in and trying to figure things out, but I can also relate to the people that are sort of seeing the platform change and might have conflicted feelings about that. But yeah, I kind of, as soon as I hopped on Warpcast, and then as I started playing around with Supercast and Yup and some other platforms, it just sort of immediately clicked for me, and I felt like I'd really kind of found my tribe a bit.
Nice. Love that.
And yeah, in the time since then, so I mean, a couple things. One, I am a topcaster on a bunch of channels, Base, DGen, others. Again, I've been very quiet over the last week. Part of that's because I've been sick. Part of that's because I've just been heads down building stuff. But I mean, outside of that as well, the Growth Cult, my little consulting firm, we are really building a business on Farcaster. I mean, all of our team chats, our direct cast groups, the two people the one full timer and one part timer that I've hired are both found off of Farcaster. I've only
Wow.
communicated with them on Farcaster. I think, I've set up like a company email for them, but besides that, everything really does take place there on Farcaster. Most of our interactions there as well. And then also, we do a lot to help projects navigate the Farcaster ecosystem, how to figure out how to do that efficaciously, but also ethically, and in a way that's enjoyable and integrates empathy. A lot of ease there, but yeah, yeah, it's been interesting. Right now, our focus is really on serving builders and serving the community. And we have my sort of overarching premise here is that Web3 BD and growth are fundamentally broken. Almost everybody that I talk to either has experienced or knows somebody who's experienced like a scummy marketing or BD guy in Web3 who, and I mean, when I say scummy, this can range from takes your money and never responds ever again,
Yeah.
or, makes false promises or points you in the wrong direction, or even if they're well meaning, maybe there just isn't a lot of clarity around goals, maybe there isn't a lot of clarity around availability, maybe there isn't a sense of ownership, there isn't transparency. So we have this is maybe a little bit of alpha. I think it's being announced tomorrow or the day after, but we've received a base builders grant.
Nice.
Super stoked
Amazing.
about that. Yeah, thank you. And excuse me, we are launching a handful of things over the next couple of weeks that are really all about protecting the community. So in addition to consulting to the token projects and some of the clients that we've worked with, so over the last month, we've helped launch TYBG, so Base God, DGen, the Frame token, had a hand in TN100X, Bird, Dog, a few others, all on Base, as well as some more infrastructural stuff. But we have one thing that we're looking at launching called the Based Bin. It's like waste bin, where people can essentially send their junk tokens. They get airdropped, and then once a week we'll pick somebody who we
Oh,
give
that's
some sort of
funny.
like a little gift to. But this also lets us get like a really nice live real-time feed of like threat intelligence that we can then put into reports and publish to the community. The inverse of this is the Based Alpha initiative. If people send us projects that look interesting, we'll check them out and try and help them if we can. So Based Road Trip is a thing that we're doing as well, because
I
I'm
think
driving to
that,
Denver.
I just want to double click on something you just said.
Yeah,
I
please.
think having somebody who looks through projects and looks at what are the tokenomics, what are their goals, who's the team and that kind of thing, and can help sort of, I don't know, help us avoid, you know, anything, what was that one? I'm trying to remember that one. There's been so many scammy tokens, but yeah, I mean, like, it would be really helpful to make sure that, especially our particular community doesn't get wrecked by anything. would be
Yeah,
fantastic. I think that can be a
it's
huge
tricky.
help for sure. And it's hard.
It's
You
tricky
can't you
because
never
there's
really know, but at least you sometimes you can sniff out the ones that you know are
yeah.
scammy.
Yeah, big shout out to Quick Intel, who is on Farcaster, both the dev and under dev who's Angry Ninja, and then Quick Intel, the company. They're amazing. I just as a quick aside, they're I would consider them to be a partner to us.
Amazing.
They're completely free to use, but you can enter any. They're a contract scanner. They're the main contract scanner that Deck Tools uses. And one thing that I really like about them is that their platform digs deep into the Solidity, but they have an AI explainer. So if it
Oh,
pops up
nice.
flags and you don't know what these complex technical terms mean, you hit a button and it explains it in plain English. So Quick Intel's been really like integral to that effort. But I'm starting to realize again that there are layers to this. Like for example, we were going to launch Basebin either last week or the week before until I had a great conversation with the dumpster divers team. Are you familiar with this? This was like one of the first
No.
ERC 404s. So one of the first ERC
Oh,
404s to
okay. I
launch on
heard something
Base.
about it. I heard something about it,
Yeah.
but I
Are
didn't know
you are
too much
you
about
are
it.
you pretty caught up? Are you pretty caught up on the 404 meta in general?
A little bit. Like I heard a little bit about what it was going on, but I
It's really
don't know enough
cool.
about it. So if you want to like just do a quick
Yeah.
like minute overview of like what is 404
Sure.
would be great.
Sure. Sure. So ERC 404 is a type of token, let's say. It is highly experimental. It did not pass the traditional ERC vetting process. It passed what we
Interesting.
might consider to be like an expedited process. I would generally believe that there aren't very many vulnerabilities to it, although it is kind of similar to other things that already exist. The TLDR is that if you buy quantity one of an ERC 404 token, then you are automatically sent an NFT associated
Right.
with that.
Okay.
But if you buy
Yep.
1.5, you still just get one. If you buy two, you get two. Then let's say you're holding two. If you sell one of them, one of the NFTs gets burned and goes back into the pool. Or if you sell, but if you sell zero point 0.5, then it also goes. If you get what I'm saying, it's to each whole
Yeah,
number
they're all
essentially,
connected.
but it
So
can
it's
be
the
traded.
NFT and the
Yeah.
ERC 20 token. They're connected in within
Yes.
this
Yeah.
404.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
interesting.
But also, I think first off, I think this is really exciting. It's a really unique, I think, way for creatives and artists to explore the benefits of
Mm,
liquidity and trading and sort of degen culture while still getting their art out there. Like the again, huge shout out to
interesting.
Trash Dumpster Divers, all hand drawn. They have some really cool stuff coming. I'm looking to hopefully help them out some. But this has been really beneficial to them. But at the same time, this opens up a door to a whole host of new potential issues. One of the main ones is I've spotted at least 3 projects where they claim to be an ERC 404. You buy the token and then you don't actually receive anything because it's not actually an ERC 404. It's a scam. It's a straight up scam. So we've identified a few of those already in the base ecosystem. So again, it's like more opportunity, more issue, more opportunity,
Right,
more issue.
right. Always, always, always.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's really interesting. So, so essentially you're working through it with different builders who are launching tokens or launching projects. I
Hmm.
love the idea of the 404 experiment. I think it's really interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I do want to say really quick, like not financial advice. We're not
NFA,
recommending
Dior.
anything. Please do your own research. Crypto is risky, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
So if you don't
absolutely.
know what you're doing, and I say this to my students every semester, they say don't. I tell them don't buy anything. Like do not buy anything while you're in this class because they're all really new to crypto, and it's really hard to understand what's real, what's not, and you get I always have students who get really when the celebrities were going hard and launching
Yeah.
things, that was the hardest time because they trust these people, they trust these influencers, and it's like, hold on, just because you like that influencer has a drink, an energy drink, doesn't mean they know anything about crypto. So they don't know what
Yeah.
that's not necessarily the best way to go. So it's really really important to make sure you
And
check things out.
when in
So
doubt, ask as well.
yeah,
That's another thing that I'd say is that, the base community,
absolutely.
especially slash base on Farcaster, you're also welcome to honestly DM or DC myself or my full time dude, Blackish with a V instead of an A. Kind of funny. Our 2 full-time employees right now both have color based names.
Gray and
I'm
blackish.
Gray. I'm Gray. He goes by Black. I was talking to, I think it was Jess from Seed Club the other day. And we were just spitballing, going back and forth a bunch. And I made the mistake of misspeaking. I said, "Yeah, it's cool because I'm gray and he goes by black. We're just going to do all color-based hiring." Nope, nope,
Like,
no, no, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, not what I meant to say. So
gotta be
not
careful with
probably not
that.
going to do that.
We
Yeah,
just meant
but
the PFP, just
yes,
the
just
profile
just
name.
just
That's
the
it.
just the handles
Just the
only.
handles.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
no
Oh
other
my God.
discrimination. Promise.
That's so funny.
But
That's hilarious. So,
yeah,
we're gonna wrap up, but what kind of call to actions? Where can people
yeah,
find
yeah,
you? All of that.
for
What's
sure. So
what should they be
we have
looking
a
for coming up?
yeah, we have a big post coming out a little bit later this week, whereby anybody who wants to sign on as a client, we're looking to make it extremely accessible via a hyper sub subscription,
Oh,
like some
cool.
others have done with the daily
Yep.
design vending machine thing. But also two other ways to get involved. If you want to sort of become like an investor in the growth call, quote unquote, we're looking to release an NFT project where essentially for a very small buy-in, we'll divvy up like 10-15% of profits for the quarter and send that out to
All
all
right.
of the
We'll be
NFT
very
holders.
careful with that. Make
Yep,
sure you check with your
absolutely.
lawyers and your
DR, NFA.
securities and
Yeah,
all that kind of
yeah, I
thing,
have.
and
Yep, I have. Yep,
accredited
we have.
investors, and
We
yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yep,
I don't
we have it set
don't
up
be going
separately.
getting
It's to a separate pool.
Gary on my
Yeah,
butt.
I'm not. I'm not. And then lastly, if you have any projects, if you have any projects that you think are interesting or that look a little sketchy to you, feel free to send to either of us. Again, obviously, DR, NFA, 100%. But we're always happy to take a look at things and just show you what we find.
Awesome.
We are really here for the community first and foremost. So
Love that. Love that. Well, thanks so much, and thanks for being my co-host today. It's been a lot of fun. I
yeah, my
appreciate
pleasure.
you getting up early and hanging with us and chatting with the crew. And the chat's been popping off in there. Hi, everybody. I can't log in today, and I don't know why, but I see you all. Hi, Bixby. Hi, BK. Hi, Naomi.
We're there in spirit.
Kagusha, you made it. Yay. You saw my background. Doofy, I think I got everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Adrian's in the chat. Ooh, Adrian's in the chat.
Oh,
There we go. She did
uh-oh.
wake up. Hey, Adrian. Hopefully this was approved. Um, so thanks so much. We're gonna call it for the day. We'll be back Wednesday with Toady and then Friday with Ted. Very excited, and we'll try to do the same kind of thing where those who are logging in live get a little bonus mini interview after the fact. So we'll see you Wednesday. Thank you again, Greg. Appreciate you,
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been a
and
pleasure.
see you soon. Bye bye.